Okay, next question. I'm loving these. Okay. Some of them are just like thank you messages. Okay. Next one, visualization and how to counter the scary negative ones that come up. Okay, so when scary and negative like things come up, generally speaking, they're going to be like your fears, like your worst fears. And you've got to remember that you don't want to make your fears go away. You don't want to like never have an ego or never have a fear monitor or whatever, because then you will do dumb fucking shit. Your fears are there to protect you. So you need to honor them. So even I was doing something the other day, I was doing psychic channeling, right? And if anyone that doesn't know, I'm quite psychic and I'm really practicing it more and more for my clients this year. And I was doing it, and I know that when my ego comes in, my ego comes from the left, guidance comes from the right. And I know how it feels differently in my body. Now, I was doing something, I can't remember what it was, and I think I was dancing and doing some psychic thing at the same time. And I was getting all this like ego stuff and this fear. And instead of listening and getting frustrated, I actually was like, hello. And I honored it and I heard it and I respected it. And I literally said, and I say it to all my clients to do this, of like, ask your ego, ask your fears to go away, honor it, blah, 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 and ask it to go away. And then once it's heard, it will generally go away. Then you can listen to all the good things. So when the scary and negative like things come up, it's just your fears, right? It's just your fears. And you've got to remember that your brain is made to protect you. And if one of your dreams is something so out of the blue, especially for your family, so out of the blue, then it's pretty like evident how your brain is going to be afraid of that, and like fair fucking enough. So instead of shaming yourself for that, just honor it and then be like, cool, well, I back myself 1,000%. So I'm going to trust the good visualizations. Now, the most amazing thing is that if you're seeing the good visualizations, it's because they're available to you. So as long as you keep moving in the direction of the good visualizations, the positive visualizations, the scary ones won't happen because you'll just filter them out. But the more that you dwell and obsess on the scary and negative ones, the more they're going to happen. Classic case is money. The more that you stress about money, the less money that you'll have. But the more that you're like, it'll come back to me, and you not in a a irresponsible way. But let's say, for example, and this happens all the time with my clients, if they trust themselves, they trust me, that when they invest, it's going to come back tenfold. It always fucking does, right? And that when they pay for New York or the mastermind or Baba or whatever it is, when they pay for it, they also know within themselves, like, man, this is the start of an incredible, incredible investment. And then the version of themselves is so much better by the end of it. And even they realize, holy shit, the return I got on this is so much more than a monetary return. It's like I don't want to rip my hair out at Christmas return, which is a really, really big thing. I had a client that messaged me before, I'll put it up later, saying like, after we had our last session before Christmas and before the holidays, and she was just saying how like, holy shit, this holiday period has been so different. I have not been stressed. I haven't wanted to kill somebody, basically. And like, that is invaluable. Inner peace, confidence, feeling, being in your sensuality, not emasculating men, having your own back, having a good relationship with money, trusting the universe. That shit is fucking valuable, right? And when you try and put a value on that, you're actually like disrespecting that thing. If you're trying to put a value on your own happiness, you are not respecting your happiness, right? Because your happiness is infinite. Like, you can't put a monetary value on your happiness because there like literally is none, right? So the more that you trust yourself, like whenever you're making a big investment, I always say, do you trust yourself? And because the thing is, ladies, like for example, with my New York event or my mastermind or anything, any of my programs, any of my stuff. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Luann. If you show up 100%, therefore you trust yourself to show up 100%, you will get 100% value back because I show up 100%. So there is no way that you like can't get a return on your investment if you show up for yourself. Because the thing with coaching is like, you're making the change. I'm not throwing magical spells on you to make you change. You're actually making the change. I'm guiding you. So with anything in life, if you have your own back, things become really fucking easy, right? It's when you don't trust yourself that everything goes fucking crazy, okay? So for this question, I want you to focus more on the positive things that come up, because they will start to slowly filter out the negative things. And what you'll see is proof will start to come up, right? Maybe one of the positive things that you're seeing is that you are really happy in the future. So you follow that path of like the steps that you need to take to become that happy version of yourself. Then when you get there, you'll be like, whoa, it worked. And over time, you'll start to see proof after proof after proof of how where your focus goes, your energy flows, and therefore you will get more of that return. So start to also see the proof that comes up in little ways and in big ways.